Welcome to the Farmcast.
I came across this tweet. I can't find the tweet right now, but it was like, which NBA player would you want to back you up in a fight? And it had this like whole list of pictures with players and everything. And it was like, Kevin Garnett, blah blah blah, just a bunch of players. And on there was James Johnson. And I don't know if you guys are too familiar with who James Johnson is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if either. Well, for those who aren't, he was like a guard forward. He played for the Bulls, the Heat. Plays for the Timberwolves now. But everyone in the Twitter replies were like, "Oh yeah, it's James Johnson. It's James Johnson. Definitely James Johnson." It's like over Kevin Garnett. That's crazy. Until I looked up what James Johnson's all about. The dude is like the most expert fighter you could ever imagine. Apparently, he's got like multiple black belts. He has a 20-0 record as a kickboxer.
Hell yeah.
And he said, quote, "You fight your weight class. I fought 26-year-olds. I fought 30-year-olds. I fought 16-year-olds, 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds when I was 14, 15, and 16. I had no idea that this was the thing."
Holy shit.
That's fucking nuts. I guess there was a graphic where you chose, you had to choose from, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was going to say, if there was no graphic and it's all time, I would probably take,
I'm taking Shaq.
I would take David Robinson, the guy who played for the played for the Spurs back in the day, the Admiral.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a military boy.
Oh yeah.
And if you haven't seen a picture of him, look him up. He is built like a brick shit house. And he looks like he's built like a brick shit house compared to other NBA players who are also very strong, mind you.
Dude, dude was a problem. It was like him on that, or I think he was on there. I know Dennis Rodman was on there. There was a bunch of others. I gotta try to find this thing again.
See, I'm just watching The Last Dance, and I'm on episode 6. I would either pick Shaq or the entire like Detroit Pistons lineup in like the 90s or like 89 or 90.
Mm-hmm. Fun fact about Dennis Rodman. Sorry, Zach. I just need to get this out there. It popped in my head as soon as Dennis Rodman came up. Dennis Rodman did not jerk off till he was 19. He didn't have sex until he was 20.
Yeah, he was very reserved when he was younger.
Mm-hmm.
He just focused on like school and basketball.
He's like probably the prime example of why you should get something out of your system in your youth.
Oh yeah.
Boy, oh boy, that guy learned. He loved to party, but hey, I mean, more power to him.
What's her name? What's her name?
Yeah.
Carmen Electra? Or whoever.
Carmen Electra?
Carmen Electra.
Madonna wanted a Dennis Rodman baby so bad that when she was ovulating, she would fly to wherever Dennis Rodman was at the time so they could try to have a baby.
No fucking way.
That's 100% fact.
Dude, I don't think the world would be ready for a Dennis Rodman Madonna child.
I tell you what, the ladies couldn't resist the leopard hair. It was simply
too
good luck.
Much.
They'd be like, "Damn, this guy's grabbing 21 boards a game." Oh.
I say fuck the Tom Brady documentary. I want at least 20 episodes on Dennis Rodman's life. That's all I want.
Yeah.
Who wants a Tom Brady documentary? Who?
They literally look at, oh, Jordan had rings. Who else what sports figure has rings? Tom Brady. And it's like fucking terrible. But
I just don't get why there's because they're like trying to rush commission this thing. And it's like,
is that happening?
Yeah, ESPN like commissioned him to make it. That's the funniest part. And
a 9-part documentary series.
On who?
Tom Brady.
I can't think of a documentary that I would rather not watch.
The thing with Jordan is that everybody's like, oh, he's the GOAT, but he was still like so reserved, and there was like still like very little actually known about the guy. That's why he's so interesting. Like, Tom Brady's fucking Tom Brady. Like, I feel like we know a good chunk about Tom.
Yeah,
he flat out not that interesting. Like,
he was pick number 199 and makes out with his kids and good at football.
And his dad and Robert Kraft.
And complains about getting new pool covers that are too expensive.
And deflates footballs.
Wait, what about a pool cover?
Yeah, there were some leaked emails. I want to say it was back when the Deflategate thing was going on, and they were going through just some of his miscellaneous emails. Complete breach of privacy. I'm not sure like how this happened, but there was one of him and his manager basically saying, "Yeah, for you guys need a new pool cover." He's like, "What the hell's wrong with the pool cover we have?" And he like threw a fit because he was like he had to buy like a $200 pool cover. It was one of the funniest fucking things.
Well, yeah, if it works, don't toss it. It still works.
You're Tom Brady, and your wife makes like triple what you make. Like
more importantly, you're Tom Brady. Your wife is Giselle.
Yeah, literally.
Who is richer than him?
Yeah, like fuck off, God.
And I think he's becoming more personable at the end, like towards the later half of his career.
I'll tell you what,
not personal.
I don't need him to be.
Yeah.
Well, no, like he's just like on the in the media more, like that golf tournament or like golf match or some shit.
I'll play devil's advocate here. Tom Brady Twitter's pretty cool. Tom Brady Twitter is pretty cool.
I like Tom Brady Twitter. None of that's coming from Tom.
I don't follow him, admittedly.
Neither do I.
Completely by choice. I just don't care about Tom Brady.
Yeah.
But a documentary I would much rather see, a documentary on Brett Favre. And this is not just because I'm a Green Bay Packer homer.
Mm-hmm.
Brett Favre's career and life, in my opinion, is much more interesting than Tom Brady's.
Preaching to the choir, I brought it up earlier on the pod. Brett Favre's he is the only athlete who can go toe-to-toe with MJ's documentary. Like,
Bill Russell would be close.
There's two I want to see. It's
Nate
Barry
Walters?
Bonds and it's Tiger Woods. The Tiger Woods documentary would be unreal.
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah.
Because you have the fall from grace, everything, like the comeback. I mean,
a whole lot of sex.
A whole lot of cocktail waitresses. No, the Tiger Woods, that's number one for me. I need that Tiger Woods documentary.
I feel like he wouldn't talk about it himself.
I think he would. Since he's kind of come back, I think at this point in his career, he would tell you himself that the dude was a total dickhead in like the early to mid 2000s. He really did like legitimately change.
Yeah.
Plus in a couple of years.
Be surprised if that actually could come down the pipeline. I'm hoping. I don't know.
That would be. I didn't even think about that because I just don't care about golf as much. I would love that. That would just be so cool.
I mean, how crazy is it? Like in a sport where it's like most people are not putting golf in like their favorite sports to watch, but yet Tiger Woods is probably the most famous athlete in the world.
Yeah.
So that documentary would be unreal.
You know what documentary I don't want outside of the Tom Brady documentary? Any soccer player. Don't care.
I mean,
That you don't want?
I was just thinking because you said most popular athletes. I'm like Ronaldo's probably.
I'd maybe
Ronaldo or Messi.
I don't
know. I don't follow soccer at all, so I would have no interest in watching.
Something with Neymar. I could see it like 15, 20 years from now when it's all said and done.